Welcome back. I have Abby here with me.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking more about classification of plants, kingdom Vegetalia or kingdom Plantae. Today we're going to be looking more closely at the monocotyledons and the monocotyledons specifically in group 1. So let's unwrap our gift that is the kingdom of plants. And we're going to open this up. So we're talking about kingdom Plantae, all of the plants on Earth. And within kingdom Plantae, there are two divisions. The first one was cryptogamy, meaning the plants that scientists didn't know how they reproduced. And they were hidden. And division phanerogamy, which reproduced by seeds that weren't hidden, and we could see visible marriage. And division phanerogamy was broken into two branches. One of those branches was the Gymnosperms, or the plants that had seeds with no coating or covering. And the other branch is the branch we're going to continue talking about, Angiosperms. The Angiosperms are plants that have they're flowering plants, and these ones are classified or further classified by the seeds. And does the seeds have one or two receptacles that hold and contain the seed? And so we're talking about the monocotyledons, or those that have one cup-shaped hollow. Within class monocotyledon, there have been many groups or classes that are within some groups, and we are talking about group 1. I'm going to set this aside, and we're talking about group 1 of monocotyledon. Group 1 are plants that have flowers but no petals or sepals. It's pretty cool to think about, no petals or sepals. Okay, so in here today we have our very first family, and the family is what we classify the after monocotyledonate into group 1 and group 2. The ones in group 1 are then called families, and we learned that there's quite a few families in here. We're going to talk about one. We're going to talk about the family of the plants that are called Typha, Typhaceae. Those are what we're talking about today. These ones are the cattails. Typhaceae comes from the root typha, which means cattail. That's the name. That's where cattails' scientific name is Typha, and that's what they are called. Here's a picture of those, and I'm going to go ahead and start the slideshow as I read all of the cards, because there's not a whole lot of information here. And I want you to get to see some pictures, although there's not a whole lot of pictures in the slideshow. So let me go ahead and read at least one of them before we get in there. Members of the cattail family have the following characteristics in common. They are perennial herbs. So perennial meaning they come back year after year. They live in open marshes. So in the wetland area that the soil stays very damp for most of the year. They have creeping rhizomes. So when we talk about how they grow, they're a rhizome. So we talked about tubers and bulbs and corms, and these ones are rhizomes. The leaf is long, linear. You can kind of see that in this picture here, a long, linear leaf. And the pollen is eaten by birds, and the seeds are used as nesting material for birds. So the plant is edible, and it's used for a lot of things. There's only one genus, or there's only one more classification smaller than family Typhaceae, which is the genus Typha, which is what the cattails are, Typha. Okay, I'm going to show you some pictures of some different Typha or cattails while I read you more information.
Family Typhaceae. Plants from this family grow in marshes and other wet places. Their roots are rhizomes. The flowers are unisexual. There is both male and female flowers on one reed. The staminate flowers occur above the pistillate flowers. The cattail is the mature female flowers. In the pistillate flowers, there is one pistil. The fruit is a minute nutlet with many fine hairs. There is only one genus, Typha, in this family, and about 15 species. It is found in wet places in most temperate and tropical regions of both the northern and southern hemispheres. Leaves and roots are used to make chair seats and to make baskets and mats.
I hope that you enjoyed learning about cattails like we did. There were some really funny things to think about in there. Where was that? The fruit is a minute nutlet. That was funny. I also thought it was interesting, like to learn about them and to learn that leaves and reeds are used to make chair seats and baskets and mats, and that these are a very useful plant. Cattails are a very useful plant. Okay, and we learned that there's only one genus of cattail, but there are 15 species of cattails. So just because there's only one genus doesn't mean that there's still not a variety of cattails. And I hope you enjoyed looking at pictures of those 15 species of them. So family Typhaceae are the cattails. They are part of group 1. And group 1 are the monocotyledonate flowers that, or monocotyledonate plants that reproduce by a seed in one cup-shaped hollow. So group 1 of class monocotyledonate. Group 1 were the flowering plants with no petals. Class monocotyledonate are the plants that have one cup-shaped hollow to hold the seed. Class monocotyledonate is part of branch Angiospermae. Branch Angiospermae are all of the plants that have a receptacle or a vessel containing the seeds. Branch Angiospermae is part of division Phanerogamae. Division Phanerogamae are all of the plants that have that reproduce by seed, that have a visible marriage of the plant and reproduce in a visible way. And division Phanerogamae is part of Kingdom Vegetalia or Kingdom Plantae that contains all of the plants on Earth. And isn't it amazing how scientists have classified all these plants in all these different ways, and that we can look at a plant and its parts and how it reproduces, its veins, how many petals it has, or no petals at all, and we can learn all about the different types of plants. Okay, we're wrapping this up so we can unwrap it again next time and learn more about more about classifying plants. We'll see you next time.